Hello, I am Dr. K. K. Misra from our classes. This video tutorial, Habits That Can Surely Get You Your Job, is in series of my previous video tutorial on habits that can cost you your job on my YouTube channel on my playlist Personality Development and Soft Skills. Today, I have taken this particular topic keeping in mind that the point which I have really compiled here and I myself thought to be important to keep in mind, and if one can become habituated, those points will definitely help you in getting your job. Normally, it is seen that everyone is really nervous on interviews. If you simply allow yourself to feel nervous, you will do much better. Keep in mind that here nervousness of a mild degree, not of higher degree. As it is said that one needs to be little bit anxious about what one wants to do just next moment. And this nervousness, it is not only on your part, but also it is difficult for the interviewer as well. In my last video tutorial, I had mentioned about habits, wherein it was said that everyone has habits, some good or some bad. But these habits play an important role in shaping one's life, especially when one goes for an interview. Yes, unlike my previous video tutorial on the habits that can cost you your job, I'll discuss certain guidelines as tips for job interviews will surely help you in getting your job. If you rehearse those points and become habituated, I'm sure your chances of selection shall be much higher in the job interviews. The success in the job interviews totally depends on how you work on these good points. Definitely, you will find them to be very simple one, not very much. I mean, the points might be known to you, but definitely they can do wonder to your life as well as in the interview for the job which you have applied. Habit number one, be positive. It's not only me, but rather people in your surrounding. Everybody keeps on talking about being positive. Everybody sermonizes to others. Please be positive. Never be negative. Let me tell you that the moment you, even if you want to be negative or you are by habit negative, that negativity will never fetch you a positive result. So be upbeat and positive because just you cannot afford. You think, you take this in your mind that you just cannot afford being negative in job interviews. Every job interview, take it seriously. Think that you need not be negative what come whatever way, come whatever situation you face. You need to be upbeat and positive. Habit number two, rehearse your answers. It's better because job interviews you always have some time in advance, say a day or 2 days before, at times 2 weeks, a fortnight's time you have got. So before you go for job interviews, rehearse your answers and time them. Let me suggest you that never speak continuously for more than 2 minutes. And at the same time, don't try to memorize answers word for word. Use the answers shown here as guide only, and don't be afraid to include your own thoughts and words. To help you remember key concepts, jot down and review a few key words for each answer. Rehearse your answers frequently, and they will come to you naturally in interviews. It is just like that, imbibing them. Whatever you speak in interviews, the interviewer must have a feel about you, that whatever is coming out of you, that is, it is coming out of you from within automatically. Not that whatever you speak, it is just like that, you have, since you have crammed certain words, certain sentences that you have spoken, and then it is not, and then you stop. No, it should not be. Whatever you speak, that must be coming out from within, so that it appears a natural expression. Number two, find out what an employer wants, not that what you are, because you are trying to sell yourself. You can sell only when you know that what a buyer wants. A buyer will buy you only when you are suitable to the buyer. That means you must think of attributes, certain specific attributes which you can develop in yourself. So it's better find out what an employer wants most in his or her ideal candidate, then show how you meet those qualifications. Put the other way around, you must match your abilities with the needs of the employer. You must sell what the buyer is buying, as I stated earlier. To do that, before you know what to emphasize in your answers, you must find out what the buyer is buying, what he is looking for, what he is looking for in a candidate, what type of candidature he is looking for. And the best way to do that is to ask a few questions yourself before you go for an interview. You must act as an employer to you, so that you prepare in a better sense, better manner, suiting to the best to the job's requirement. Habit number four, turn weaknesses into strengths. Definitely, everybody speaks about, all your mentors, your teachers, your seniors keep on telling you that don't I mean, you need not worry about your weaknesses. They are not bad. Rather, they are also one of the attributes. You just need to convert them into strengths. In my previous video tutorial or in some other video tutorials, I'll speak on certain scientific certain points or a scientific manner in which one can convert weaknesses into strengths. So please work on them to converting it into strengths, because it is your strengths definitely will help you in your life in the long run. Habit number five, think before you answer. Yes, think before you answer. It's not that a question is asked to you and immediately you started speaking. If you do so, that means you had already known the answer, or you had remembered something, crammed something to speak out. Better give a pause, say of 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever practice you are into. A pause to collect your thoughts is a hallmark of a thoughtful person. Not that, like a child, if we ask a child to narrate some story, some poem, something like that, the child immediately starts speaking on. So don't speak like a child, rather give a pause before you speak. For this, you can do in your advanced practice, daily practice. As a daily exercise, practice being more optimistic. Try putting a positive spin on events and situations you would normally regard as negative. It is nothing but sharpening your selling skills. After all, doing good in interviews is known as actually what you are doing. You are just trying to sell yourself. It is not like it is just like the selling an item to the customers. So here you are an item, you are a product, you are to sell yourself. The best salespeople as well as the best liked interview candidates come off as being naturally optimistic, can do people. You will dramatically raise your level of attractiveness by daily practicing to be more optimistic. Habit number 6, be honest. Never lie. Like others, I am also of the opinion that honesty is basically a value, an international value. Like speaking truth, honesty, these are internationally acceptable. For some may take it as a policy, but let me tell you, to my mind, honesty is never a policy because a policy in itself is subjected to change. So, is it like that the moment you some things turn in your favor, will you become dishonest? If honesty is really policy, then definitely you can be dishonest one day. So, don't take honesty as a policy, rather, take it as a value. Never make lies. And finally, habit number 7, I think it is one of the good habits that maintain interview diary. Keep an interview diary. Right after each interview, note that what you did right, what really went wrong, what could have gone a little better, what steps you should take next with this contact. Then take those steps. Don't be like the 95% of humanity who say that they'll follow up on something but never do. This is bad. I have my another tutorial on mistakes are great teachers. So you can refer to that if uploaded. Let me tell you, learning from mistakes definitely give you a lot. I hope that you have liked these points and definitely these points will help you. My upcoming videos on how to answer certain specific questions like tell me something about yourself. Normally it is the very first question people get trapped into. They don't know actually what to speak, how much to speak. They keep on reiterating what is written in their CV or resume. It is not so. So I'll give you tips on answering questions in my upcoming videos. Tell me something about yourself. What are your strengths? What are your greatest weaknesses, etc. Thanks for watching with patience. More video tutorials on other aspects of developing soft skills and management subjects are available on my YouTube channel link given below. Please click on this. If you have liked the entire video, please comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you.